On this episode, I'm going to talk about how you can tell if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. So you are thinking of starting a business, or you're already in business, it's not doing very well as you had expected, but then you want to see if there's still hope for you, and you want to know if there's a chance for you to ever maybe be successful in that business. Let me tell you some of the things that are going to make sure that at one point you are going to be successful. Number one is that most successful entrepreneurs are stubborn people. And by stubborn, I mean somebody who is never settled, somebody who is always trying to do something, somebody who is persistent, somebody who doesn't give up just because they'll be told you can't, somebody who doesn't give up just because situations are not aligning as per what they had expected or something. Most people who have come across who are successful in business, you find that they're always persistent, they're always pursuing something, they're always after something, and even if something is troubling them, at no point do you hear them say that, this one is never going to work. No, those kind of people, you find that they're always looking for a new way of doing something. They're always looking for a new solution for something. They're always trying to improve something. So that is the persistence. These people, in most cases, when you interact with them, you realize that they're not people who just stop at a small challenge. They'll always tell you, let me go and rest, let me go think about it, but they are always going to come up with a solution because they are persistent. Number two is that people who are successful in business don't settle for the basic stuff. So if you find yourself that you're the person who is always satisfied with the norm, understand that people out there only grow to their maximum if they are not settling for what is available there. For instance, let's look at somebody like Elon Musk. In the history of humanity, there has never been a single time when a rocket that has been sent into space has been able to land back successfully. But look at how this guy carried this project for years, believing that one day it's going to be possible. So he kept trying and trying and trying, and one day he was able to land a rocket back onto the surface of Earth without getting destroyed. Because the destruction of those rockets used to cost them millions. But if they were able to land back a rocket successfully, it was going to save so much money for the company. If you are in the fashion industry, you'll find yourself that you're always trying to come up with new designs. You're always trying to come up with new ways of doing things. You're always trying to find another supplier who delivers better. You're always trying to get a different machine that is doing better. I mean, if you're somebody who doesn't settle for the basic, you'll just find it in you that you're never satisfied with what is going on. You're always trying to find something that will do something better, or find something that can deliver better. The third aspect of successful entrepreneurs is that they are very competitive. And by competitive, I mean somebody who is not easily overtaken and they just okay with that. And by competitive, I don't mean jealousy. Jealousy is more of a destructive aspect. But when I talk about competitive, I mean positive competition, such that if you find somebody has been able to come up with a great pen, for instance, we're talking about a pen. Somebody was able to come up with a better pen than yours. So if you're a person who manufactures pen, you're going to try to come up with something that is maybe of better quality. Like this specific pen impressed me so much. Most pens, when people are done with them, they just throw them away in the trash and they end up in our garbages. But this guy was able to come up with a way of packaging this pen in an eco-friendly material that is easily degradable when it is disposed. It's really about just trying to come up with something that is better, so that you can be able to survive in the market, surviving competition and surviving people who are coming up every day. Another thing about successful people is that they are always trying to come up with stuff. Let's go back to Elon Musk. Despite the fact that he's already on the list of some of the world's most richest people, the guy is always trying to come up with stuff. At one point, he comes up with an electric vehicle. The next thing, he comes up with a mobile phone that can easily be charged by solar energy. Imagine using a phone that never runs out of power, because the phone has some little panels that are able to absorb some of the solar energy and convert it into power for the phone battery. So the guy is always trying to come up with something. If you're a business person and you're seated there just satisfied with what you are doing, just know that at some point someone is going to come up with something better than what you have, and you'll easily be displaced in your field of expertise. And the fifth thing that I noticed about people who are successful in business is that they are always learning. And if you look at some of our mentors, maybe some of the people who are mentoring people online, they're always learning about something, and this is why you find that these people have a culture of maybe reading books, because books is one of the resources that carry so much wisdom and knowledge. So these people are always trying to learn something. They're always trying to learn something from someone else, something new, something that can always enable them to become better versions of themselves every day. It's more like, so long as you're alive, you are never complete. You keep growing, you keep changing, you keep evolving. So if you're that kind of person and you're seated there and you have all these qualities in you, success is on its way and it's definitely going to locate you. And in case some of these values are lacking in your lifestyle, try and at least work on them, because as we have said, as long as you're alive, you are never complete. So keep working on them, keep growing, keep working on yourself, and at one point you're all going to be successful. And if you've been able to stay this far into the video, please make sure that you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, so that whenever we post a new video, you're among the first people to be notified. Stay blessed. Let's meet in the next.